Hello, it's Reija and welcome to another video. Today I will be doing the Small Booktuber tag. I was tagged to do this by Shelby from Read and Find Out and Wolfie from Silly Little Ravenclaw, and this tag was originally created by Dai Kitty Reads, and I will leave all those links down in the description so you can check those videos out as well. But without further ado, let's get into the actual questions. Question 1, introduce yourself. So, I'm Reija, as I said, and my channel is Bofinkins. It's called Bofinkins because I love the bird, finch, and that's pretty much all there is to say about it. The Bofinkins is a kind of made-up word that combines the Swedish word bofinken with a kind of cutified ending, so Bofinkins. And recently I learned from Jules from Page by Page that in German this certain type of finch is called Buchfink, which literally translates into the book finch. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? When I started my channel, I could have been called the Bookfinch. I will use that. I will start using it as a kind of subtitle. But yeah, that is me and that is my channel. Question 2. How long have you been on Booktube? I have been on Booktube roughly a year and 4 months or so. I started in January 2017. Question 3. What types of videos do you make? I do lots of different kinds of videos. I do wrap-ups and I do like more chatty videos, kind of discussions, like structured debate kind of videos, and then I do convention vlogs and some anime related content because I also love anime. And yeah, I do quite a bit of different kind of content, and I'm always exploring new avenues of what kind of content I want to make. Question number 4, what do you love about Booktube? Everyone and their mother answers this question with community. And obviously community is also why I like Booktube. I like how it is very supportive. And I've gotten to know so many wonderful people through this hobby and gotten to make some actual connections and friends with these people. But since that is the go-to answer, I want to say something a little bit different. I want to go out of the box. I like that Booktube has made me more accountable with my reading. It has made me make more realistic goals with my reading. It has pushed me out of my comfort zone and start reading new genres. It has made me read more diversely and actually want to invest time and effort to finding new diverse voices of whose books I should read. So what I love about Booktube is that it has helped me become a more critical person, like a critical person in terms of how I view the world, and make efforts to start affecting the world to make it better for us to live in. You know, Booktube has kind of made me embrace activism and do my part to raise other people's voices so they could be heard. So I love that Booktube, the community is very supportive, and it also supports marginalized voices. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Question number 5, what types of books do you read? So I read fantasy, all kinds of fantasy. Grimdark not so much, but a lot of fantasy. My favorite fantasy genres are fantasy of manners, high fantasy, low fantasy. I also read science fiction. I dabble into non-fiction, and I read epic sagas like Kalevala, Beowulf, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I like those sorts of things. I also love kind of seeing how different media is alluded to in other pieces of media. I also read a lot of comics and manga. I read them so much that I actually do separate wrap-up videos for comics and books every month. Question number 6. What is your favorite video that you've made? I've really liked the discussion video I did concerning Are Books Political? I also really liked the video I did on translations because I researched so much for that video. It was so much fun, and I kind of got to do something a little more scholarly, which I really enjoyed. So those videos are probably my favorite. And of course, I also like my anime content. Most recently, I did If You Like This Book, Try This Anime, and I think that that was a huge success. People like that, so I'm going to be doing those videos in the future as well. And last up, question number 7. Tag at least 4 small booktube channels or every small channel you can think of. I'm not going to tag people. Instead, I'm going to give some shoutouts to people that I've been recently watching and enjoying. So first up, I would like to shout out adoseofdandy. I recently discovered his channel through Frankie Reads and Sam's Nonsense. I really enjoy his content. I like how he puts a kind of informative spin on his book hauls, because he always gives you some informative tidbits about the author when he's hauling books, and I also like his reviews. I've also stumbled across Nettle Books. I really like her personality. She's very calm, and she reads a lot of like older science fiction and fantasy, and I also like her read-along vlogs and her reviews. Of course, I want to mention Corners of a Bookshelf. I've really been enjoying her content as well. She has some interesting discussions, like she did a video about Booktube and mental health, which I really enjoyed. So be sure to check that out as well. Who else do I have? Sirbooksage, really enjoy his content. He does this really laid back kind of just speaking to the camera, not kind of low edits. At least I don't know, like I don't see if he does any cutting. He is very well spoken. He recently has been doing like Harry Potter reread along videos, and I really enjoy those. Then there is Daniela in Prague, who is a Czech booktuber. I really enjoy her videos as well. She does like really short videos usually, but she packs a lot of things into a short amount of time, and I just keep wondering how she does it, because my videos tend to be all rambly and stuff, but I really like her content. And then, of course, I have to mention Frankie Reads, because Frankie is the most wholesome person ever. I've been following her a long time. I think she had a channel previously and she took a break, and then she restarted her channel, and I just love her. I follow her on Instagram, and just she is such a sweetheart, and she has really interesting and intelligent discussions about books, and she does reviews and she reads comics, and I can't recommend Frankie highly enough. And I think those are all the booktubers I can think of right now who to give shoutouts to out of the top of my head. And I'll try to think of some more shoutouts I can do later. But there you have it. This has been the Small Booktuber tag. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I will see you in another video very soon. Bye bye!